Let's talk about imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is just good old-fashioned insecurity. We all have it. There isn't anyone on the planet who doesn't suffer from a little bit of insecurity. But if you make it into a syndrome, it can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, a disease, and it can put you in a victim mindset of, I have some sort of a problem, it's going to be so hard to get over it, and there's nothing wrong with you. You have no kind of a syndrome. You just simply have to push through it. So the cure for imposter syndrome, making air quotes here, is simply persistence, experience, and skill acquisition. So I want to share a story where I acquired more skills, and this was for my career. At the time, I was in graduate school studying to be a psychotherapist, and I really wanted to be good at speaking in groups, developing my skill set, rapport with clients, communicating better. So when I was in grad school, I took an improv acting class, and shout out to Pan Theater in Oakland, California. And it was a great place. I was there for a couple of years, and when I first started, I was incredibly nervous, which is very normal, but I stuck with it. And about a year into my acting career, improv acting, I started getting evidence that I could pull off this stuff. I could do live shows, I could practice with the A group. So on the second year though, I still felt a little insecure. So what I did is I intentionally tried out for, I call it the A-level group. And I had some doubts about it because there's some very talented people in that group. Yet I tried out for it anyway. And I went into it with the attitude of like, what do I have to lose? And I pulled it off. I got into the A acting troupe. And I'm telling you this because I just want to share that it was terrifying. Each step of the way, getting on stage for the first time, my first live show, performing, with the A troupe, and pulling off like a 30-minute improv acting piece, completely ad-lib, non-scripted in front of my friends and crowds, and it was a great experience. And it's kind of like skydiving. Once you can do something that scary, anything else it's not that big of a deal. So my message to you here today is that if you're feeling insecure or this so-called imposter syndrome, is number one, stick with it, keep doing what you're doing, and then have the courage to lean into some hard skill acquisition. Force yourself into uncomfortable situations. I would suggest improv acting. It's a great way to do it. Toastmasters, speech, anything to push yourself into that zone of really leaning into the scary things. So, in summary, you don't have a syndrome. You're just simply insecure like all humans. You just have to start signing up for stuff that pushes you into that zone of feeling scared. And then after that, it's going to be smoother sailing.